Do you know, as a parent, that your teenagers have questions? Yes, they are seeking for answers, and most times we parents are not there to give them the answers that they are looking for. Sometimes it is not our fault, because most times you find out that the relationship over familiarity might just be one of the reasons why you see them not coming to us, or even when they ask the question, we feel that they don't even need to ask such a question. And number two, the nature of the question. Sometimes it might be embarrassing, and sometimes it is not what you want to hear. Sometimes we are just too busy to even listen to them, because what is it you are asking that the internet will not give you answers for? But that is where we are wrong as parents. We find out that if they go outside or they decide to Google their problem, the Google will give them what they need to hear, or what they feel will be the answer. But coming from you, a mother, will be a different ball game. Coming from you, a father, because the way you will attend to this need or to this problem will be a different thing entirely. It might be calming during the process. You are not just talking, you are communicating with that child, and also creating an avenue to bond. If you are new to this channel, this is Mom of Things, and please share this video to any parents that have teenagers, have children, and also if you know of a teenager that needs, I have questions, and you are trying to answer that questions and the teenager is not getting it, please use our WhatsApp channel. Let them send us questions, and we'll be able to answer it the way we can, to be able to please that child. Yes, it's another thing to answer questions, it's another thing to give the right answer to that question. So here is a question for us. My mom does not care for us. Whenever she comes from work, what she does is to lie on the chair, eat, dress, and press her phone. When we want to ask question, she pushes us away and says she is very tired if we are inconsiderate. And this is one thing that is not going down well with us, the children. We keep complaining, but yet she felt we are not too considerate towards her. Parents, most of the time, this is what happens in our home, and a child is here complaining that whenever he asks his mom, or whenever the mom come back from work and he decides to say, okay, mommy, I have something to tell you, can we talk? The next thing, the mother pushes the child away and say, oh, you don't know I am tired, I'm just coming back from work. I'm going to be answering this in two different aspects, from the mother's aspect and from the children aspect. Let me start with us, mother. You see, one of the reasons why we find our children doing things that they ought not to do is because when they want to get close to us, we use the excuse of our work, of our tiredness, to push them away. But when we are doing our own job that we are being paid for, no matter how tired you are, you will do the job. And this is where we are all getting it wrong when it comes to parenting. Yes, you are not being paid, but it's like a treasure that you are building and you are keeping, that one day you will get a reward for it. And it depends on the treasure you are keeping. That is the kind of reward you will get. So as a mother, you come back for work. Yes, you are tired because you know the nature of your job, and the child is asking you a question. Instead of you pushing the child away, there are better methods of going through it. Oh, I am tired, can you give me 2 hours? Oh, I am tired, can we talk about this in the next 3 hours? Oh, is it that urgent, or can we talk about it on a later date? With this, the child will know that you care, you are listening, you are there. And at the end of the day, the child knows that at so and so time, I can conveniently relate my questions, my problem to my mom, and she will answer it. But you telling the child, please go away, can't you see that I am tired? Oh, I don't have time, can't you meet the nannies, wait for your dad? Or please, is the problem, can't somebody else solve this problem for you apart from me? But you don't even know what that child wants to even ask you in the first place. And you see, that is the reason why a lot of them will go outside, meet their friends, and tell you, oh, even if I want to ask my mom this question or my dad this question, they will tell me later, and later they will not come. Can you tell me this? And the person will tell you, oh, experience is the best teacher, just give it a try and you'll get your answers. With this, they successfully lead the child astray, and at the end of the day it becomes a negative effect for you. For example, people, children that uses substances, let me tell you the truth, a lot of them might want to ask question, mommy, what is your take about substance? Have you seen somebody, people that take it, why are they acting like this? As a father and as a mother, you might have come in to solve 99% of that child's problem by giving the examples, by telling the hills, the bad, and everything that has to do with substance use and substance abuse. But when that child go out to say, oh, let me even ask my friends, let me ask other people, and they end up meeting the wrong set of person, then you that pushes a child away, it becomes a problem. So this is mine. No matter how tired you are, you can book an appointment. Oh, if it is not urgent, can we talk about it on Saturday that I'm less busy? Can we talk about it on Sunday when I come back from church? Can we talk about it later in the day when I'm less busy? With this, you are building the child to know how to communicate with you even when you are tired. I hope I've been able to tackle this particular one. And to use the child, most time we should be considerate, especially because your mom, your dad is tired. When is it time for you to go and ask them question? It matters a lot. You're already a teenager, and younger teenagers going towards an adult, you should be able to know how to understand your parents. It is not your parents always understanding you. It should be balanced. I will always tell you, if you know she's very tired, greet her welcome. Mommy, please book a time. I have something to tell you. Even your manner of approach matters a lot. As a child, don't say, oh, it's my mother, I can just come up with any talk. No. When you bring a topic or you have questions that need answers and you know she's very tired, all you need to do is that, mommy, I have a pressing need. Please, can we talk when you are less busy? And see the way she responded, see the way he responds to such. So most of the time, instead of you blame that she's pushing you alone, pushing you away, have you told yourself, how did I approach her? What method, what ways did I use even relating it to them? Some children are very saucy whenever they want to ask. They feel, oh, he's my mother, he's my father, so I can just say it the way I want. No, you are becoming matured and you should start acting maturely. It might not be okay, but there are some things you just have to bear. These are the ways I said I am going to talk about it. It comes both from the parent and also from the teenager. Let's dive into the next question. Between making money and education, which is better? A very, very, very technical one. Making money is good, education is good, but he wants just one among the two. We should tell him the one that is better so he wants to make his decision. The truth is this: if you have education and you don't have money, it's frustrating. If you have money and you don't have education, is also frustrating. That is why you see some people at their old age, they will still want to get education even with their money. They want to because it tends to create a difference between you and the other person. So if I may start this, have you heard of the adage that says, making money makes you a man, but education makes you a full man? That means with money, you are just kind of a half man. But with education, you are set. Yes, because education gives you leverage. You might be poor, but you have boldness. You see, some people are not educated, and at the end of the day, they will. Okay, let me even twist it like this. You see, people that are not educated, they need educated people to come and help them do things. But you see, if you are educated, even if you need educated persons to help you, guess what? You are in the know. You are there with the person. Instead of the person telling you what they want you to know, you will be the one letting them know how you want it to run. So imagine as rich as someone and he doesn't have education. It is what they bring that he will believe. But when you have education, when they bring it, you open it and you go through it and you understand what the person is saying, then you can also contribute your own towards it. We've seen in this country where people that are wealthy cannot read a sentence without morphing words, even with their money. And there are places they wish to go to because they are not educated. You find out that they will not send somebody else to go there to go and represent them. If it's just as simple as you can read and write, a lot of people cannot just do that. It is easy because you are educated. You see that ABCD you are reading. So some people, it is easier for them to trek 1 mile, 2 miles than for them to do that which you are doing easily. So making money is good, I can understand, but make sure you get education. While in the process of getting the education, you can also be thinking of how to make money by the side. Because I didn't finish the question. He said his uncles and his aunties that graduated are still looking for a job. Would it be better for them to have converted their school fees to business and making profits by now? Yes, I can understand it, but there are people that are going to school and they are also doing businesses along the way. By the time they graduated, they never work with what they read. Instead, they improve. Education give them ways to improve on their businesses, and now their businesses are booming. So if I were you, this my guy that sent this message, I will tell you one thing. In the process of going to school, if you feel that you don't want to look like your uncle and your aunties, then start preparing businesses alongside with your education. Just the simple truth. And this will, at the end of the day, help you get more knowledge and insight into the business you are doing. I will give you an example. The president's dress, who sews them? The president's shoes, who makes them? Everything rich men and wealthy over the super wealthy are wearing or are doing, who does them? These are people that have handwork and businesses. But I must tell you one thing, in all these things, it is educated persons that handles their business, that handles those things. No, a roadside person or an illiterate does not do that. How would the person bring up quotation? How would the person stand up with the president when the person is speaking and you are speaking? How would the person be able to draft a contract and say, okay, this? That is the reason why I am telling you that even in education, you might be poor, but it still gives you an edge, or let me say an edge over the other set of people. Because with education, you can come out boldly, speak, talk to people, even the rich, you can talk to them. And education gives you a guide to meet people. You might not have money, but with your education, you get the connections. And if you have to have this mindset about education, education does not make you wealthy. If not, professors will be the ones that will be the most wealthiest person on earth. But no, they are not. Rather, education gives you an edge. Imagine you are doing something, they will tell you they need a professor. They are not telling you they need a wealthy man. They need somebody educated to handle such a position. And you see, that is why education is very, very important. So also as money. Yes, sometimes you are educated and there is no money. It's frustrating, it's tiring. But where that your education will carry you to, your money might not take you there. That is it. I hope I've been able to tell you that in picking, pick education. And as you are picking education, please learn how to make money by the side so that when you graduate, you will not look like your uncles. This is the last question I'm going to be taking today. Am I too young to love? I'm 15 years old boy and I think I am loving a classmate. My dear, that is not love. That is infatuation. That is crush. Love comes with its own problem. You see, at this age, what happens to you is not you are loving. No. At this age, what is happening to you is that you are having a crush, you are having infatuation. That is not love. You know what? Why I'm saying it is this. When the test of time come, you understand why I'm saying it is not love. Naturally, as a teenager, what you experience now is just crushing, infatuation, and I keep saying it. It is normal for you to have a crush. It is normal. We all had crushes while we were growing. It's just a love that was never expressed. You are having a love that was never expressed. Before you move to the next class, you find out that this person you think you are in love with will no longer be in your head again. It will not be somebody else. And that is how it will go until you are matured enough to now know that this is what you want. But at this stage, you are just having crush, you are just having infatuation. This is what you really wish to have. Your body is telling you you are okay to do it, but it is not. I am telling you that that is not love. Why am I saying it? If anything happens today, if you go and meet that girl and you tell the girl, I want you, and the girl is telling you, I don't, you will feel embarrassed, you will feel downcasted, you will feel upcasted and everything you want to. And sometimes some of you, because you are not matured enough, your mind will not take it. And at the end of the day, you start reasoning different things, 1 million things to do. But because it is infatuation, because it is not love, it is a crush, it dies easily. And that is why when you start it, before you finish secondary school, you find out that you have loved 5%. Yes, you have loved 5%. It is not love. Should I say love? You have infatuated 5 persons, 5 young girls, and at the end of the day, no one is even for you. So remove it. It is just you. It is just the stage of your body trying to tell you you are old enough, but you are not. Love comes with price. It comes with a whole lot of price. And at this stage, you cannot pay that price. So, my dear, that is not love. That is infatuation or crush. And most times, what teenagers really experience is infatuation. Because after secondary school, are you still with that person you are loving? After secondary school, does that person still cross your mind? Or it is another person that is trying to burst your bubbles, that is tickling you? So with this, you first of all need to tell yourself that no, you are not. That is not love. That is infatuation. And if I may still tell you, that's is not love. You are not loving. It is wrong. I don't know how I'm going to put it. It is actually wrong. So when next you see somebody and you like the person, just tell yourself that it's part of the process. You are passing through the process. But as that age is a no, you are sent to get an education. Please get education and leave. That is not your talk. I know it is common among secondary school guys. I know it is common within your clique. But for me to you, it is not the right one. So, if you've come across this video and you find out that this video is worth sharing, please share it to a parent that will need it. Share it to families. It will help a lot of teenagers. Until I come your way next time, this is Mom of Things, and I'm saying have a beautiful day.